Have you ever paused while walking? Not from pain, but confusion? You eat well. You try to stay active. You do everything your doctor recommends. Yet somehow, your legs feel heavier. Getting out of chair takes more effort. Your steps are slower. Your balance feels off. And stairs, they feel steeper than ever. You might ask yourself, is this just aging? But what if I told you it's not that simple? Because here's the quiet truth nobody talks about. It's not what you're not doing that's hurting you. It's something you are doing with full confidence every single day. You're doing it because you've been told it's healthy, because it's natural, because it's been on every good-for-you list for decades. I'm talking about fruits. Yes, fruits. The very thing we've all been taught to trust. Sweet, juicy, colorful, supposedly heart-healthy, supposedly clean eating. But here's the reality no one discusses. Not all fruits are good for people over 60. Let me say that again. Not all fruits are senior-friendly. In fact, some of the most common ones in your kitchen, the ones you eat without thinking, may be quietly weakening your legs, worsening your joint pain, and slowing your circulation. That dull ache in your calves, that strange tightness in your knees, that feeling of sinking when you stand for too long. It might not be just aging. It might be that healthy-looking fruit salad sitting on your plate. You see, as we age, our body changes in invisible ways. Our circulation weakens. Muscles take longer to recover. Inflammation lingers in joints. And our metabolism, the way we process sugar and acid, slows down. The foods that once nourished us in youth can start quietly harming us after 60, especially when it comes to fruits that spike blood sugar rapidly, contain high natural acid, promote joint inflammation, cause water retention, or interact with medications. These effects aren't dramatic. They don't knock you off your feet instantly. They creep in slowly, like stiffness in the morning, or swelling after dinner, or a random twinge of pain after a short walk, until one day you realize your legs don't feel like yours anymore. And the worst part? You think you've been doing everything right. You've cut processed sugar. You walk. You drink more water. You've switched to whole grains. You're eating fruit every day instead of dessert. But no one told you that certain fruits are dangerous for aging legs. No one explained how some natural sugars in fruit behave worse than table sugar in aging bodies. Or that some fruits, while anti-inflammatory for young adults, trigger arthritis symptoms in seniors. You've likely never heard this before, because it's not taught in traditional health circles. It's not mentioned on food labels. But today that changes, because I'm about to reveal the 7 worst fruits for seniors over 60. Fruits that can cause long-term damage to your legs, aggravate inflammation, trigger joint pain, or worsen poor circulation. You'll also learn which fruits support strong legs, boost energy, and protect your joints. Your legs carry your independence. And if you're wondering, wait, what about my favorite fruit? Don't worry. We're starting with a popular one, the tropical one, the sweet one, the one you probably think is helping you. Pineapple, the acid trap for aging joints. Let's start with a fruit that practically screams healthy, pineapple. It's bright. It's tropical. It's known for being an anti-inflammatory. And for years, it's been praised in magazines, health shows, and juice cleanses. But here's the twist. For seniors, pineapple might be doing more harm than good. Pineapple contains a special enzyme called bromelain, often marketed as a natural inflammation fighter. But for aging bodies, especially those over 60, bromelain can interfere with medications, particularly blood thinners like warfarin or aspirin. It can make them too strong, increasing the risk of bruising and internal bleeding. But even more dangerous? The sugar and acid content of pineapple. Let's break it down. Pineapple is acidic, strongly acidic. This acid can irritate already inflamed joints in seniors dealing with arthritis, swollen knees, stiff ankles, hip pain. Pair that with natural sugars, and now you have blood sugar spikes, poor circulation, tightness in the legs and calves, swelling after just a short walk. You might notice that dragging feeling in your thighs, that heaviness when standing, that strange swelling in your feet after dinner. It builds gradually. You don't connect it to the pineapple you had earlier because it feels healthy, but slowly your body tells the truth. Pineapple isn't evil, but for aging joints, weakened circulation, and slower insulin response, it can be dangerous, especially when paired with medications or chronic conditions like diabetes and gout. The worst part? Most seniors have no idea that pineapple is behind their growing leg discomfort. Banana, the misleading muscle fuel. Bananas are everywhere, easy to digest, high in potassium, praised for muscle health. But are they actually helping aging muscles? For someone over 60, maybe not. Here's the problem. Bananas are high in natural sugars. This means bananas can spike your blood sugar fast, cause your insulin to surge, lead to inflammation and fluid retention, and tire out your legs after meals. What do you feel? Heavy legs after breakfast, cramps during walks, swollen feet by evening. They seem like a perfect snack, but they're slowly exhausting your leg strength. And if you have heart issues, bananas may cause your body to retain water, making ankles puffier, knees stiffer, joints less flexible. You think bananas are boosting your muscles, but for seniors, they may be quietly taking that strength away. Grapes, the gout trigger you didn't expect. Let's move on to something small, something sweet, something you probably snack on without guilt. Grapes. They're packed with antioxidants. They're great for your heart, and they're secretly terrible for your joints. Why? Because grapes are rich in fructose, a sugar your liver converts into uric acid. In moderation, your body handles uric acid just fine. But for seniors, that balance breaks. Excess uric acid leads to swollen toes, burning knees, stiff ankles, sudden pain in the middle of the night. If you've ever woken up to a hot, swollen toe, or felt an odd twinge in your knees after a walk, it might be from gout triggered by fructose overload. And grapes? They're fructose overload waiting to happen. Here's the kicker. They're easy to overeat. They're small, easy to nibble. One handful becomes 2, then 3. Before you know it, your liver is drowning in sugar. And your joints? They pay the price. Watermelon, the hydration illusion. Watermelon, the ultimate summer fruit. Light, refreshing, made mostly of water. It feels like a safe choice, especially if you're trying to stay hydrated. But what if I told you this watery fruit is one of the most dangerous for senior leg health? Here's why. Despite being made up of over 90% water, watermelon has a very high glycemic index. That means it floods your bloodstream with sugar fast. And for seniors, where insulin response is weaker, that sudden spike can cause inflammation in joints, numbness in toes, circulation issues in calves, energy crashes after eating. You may feel great right after eating it, but later, tired legs, swollen ankles, that dragging sensation after climbing stairs. And it's easy to overeat. Because it's light, you go back for slice after slice. Before you know it, you've consumed 3 full servings of natural sugar in one sitting. What makes this worse is that sugar from watermelon rushes through your system without fiber, causing faster damage. It's sweet hydration on the outside, but inside, it's silently weakening your legs. Oranges, the citrus culprit. Now, let's talk about a fruit that's often considered a daily dose of health. Oranges. We drink orange juice for breakfast. We slice oranges after workouts, and we do it thinking it's helping our immunity. But oranges, especially for people over 60, come with a hidden danger: acid. Oranges are packed with citric acid, and that acid doesn't just stay in your stomach. It circulates through your bloodstream and reaches your joints. If you're someone who struggles with arthritis, stiffness in knees, hip pain after sitting, you may notice those symptoms get worse after eating oranges regularly. On top of that, oranges also contain natural sugars. That combo, sugar plus acid, can be toxic for aging joints. It increases inflammation, makes morning stiffness worse, triggers swelling in knees, ankles, and hips. You think you're starting your day with something healthy, but in reality, you're pouring acid into your already sensitive joints. Over time, this builds up, and the pain becomes part of your routine. You think it's aging, but it might be oranges. Green apples, the acidic trap. Green apples look like a dream fruit. Clean, crisp, low in sugar. What's not to love? But inside, they carry malic acid, which can quietly irritate the digestive system and joints of aging bodies. Malic acid gives green apples their signature sour bite. And while it's great for young people, it can worsen inflammation in seniors, especially those with joint pain or gut sensitivity. After eating green apples, many older adults report thigh pain, hips soreness, knee tightness when walking. And it's not just the acid. Green apples still have enough natural sugar to cause blood sugar swings, nighttime cramps, morning leg stiffness. And here's the trick. They're eaten raw, often as a late-night snack, which means your body is processing all that sugar and acid as you sleep. That leads to poor recovery, swollen joints in the morning, and tighter steps during the day. They look clean and healthy, but green apples might be one reason your knees feel older than you do. Mango, the sweet saboteur. Now let's talk about one of the most beloved fruits of all time, mango. Soft, juicy, sweet. But behind the taste is a powerful sugar bomb. Mangoes are among the highest sugar-containing fruits. For seniors, that means immediate insulin spikes, inflammation throughout joints, and fluid retention in legs. You might feel swollen ankles by evening, burning in your feet, that slow crawl of pain in your knees after walking. The worst part, because mango tastes light and natural, you eat more of it without guilt. But your body doesn't care how natural it is. Sugar is sugar, and when it enters slower circulation, it causes joint stiffness, muscle fatigue, longer recovery after activity. Mangoes are not the enemy, but for seniors with circulation issues, weak knees, or joint swelling, they should be occasional treats, not daily habits. That's the full list of 7 fruits seniors must avoid if they want stronger legs, less swelling, better movement, and freedom from nagging joint pain. But don't worry, there's good news ahead. Fruits that heal, what seniors should eat instead. Now that we've uncovered the 7 fruits that might be silently hurting your legs, it's time to shift focus, because not all fruits are bad. In fact, some are incredibly powerful, especially for seniors over 60. These are the fruits that work with your body, not against it. They soothe inflammation, support circulation, and help you move with more strength and less pain. Let's talk about them now. The healing fruits for healthy aging. 1. Berries, nature's anti-inflammatory medicine. Whether it's blueberries, blackberries, or raspberries, berries are superstars. They're low in sugar, high in antioxidants, and gentle on blood sugar levels. This means no sudden insulin spikes, just clean energy and calm joints. The antioxidants in berries fight free radicals, which cause cellular damage, improve blood flow, especially to the legs, reduce inflammation in sensitive joints. They're also rich in vitamin C, which helps strengthen connective tissue, a huge plus for knees and hips. Even a small daily serving can make a noticeable difference over time. Avocado, the joint protector. Yes, avocado is technically a fruit, and it's one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory foods you can eat. Avocados are full of monounsaturated fats, the good kind that lubricate your joints from the inside. They also contain vitamin E, which reduces oxidative stress, magnesium, which helps with muscle cramps and stiffness, potassium, which regulates fluid balance in the body. Eating avocado regularly can reduce stiffness, improve joint flexibility, and even promote healthier cartilage. Best of all, it doesn't spike your blood sugar, making it ideal for seniors with diabetes or prediabetes. Cherries, the uric acid controller. If you've ever struggled with gout or toe pain, cherries are your best friend. Just a handful of cherries, particularly tart cherries, can help lower uric acid levels in the blood. That means fewer flare-ups, less burning, and more comfortable movement. They also reduce the inflammation caused by arthritis, especially in knees, ankles, fingers. But remember, moderation is key. Melon 4. Papaya, the gentle healer. Papaya is soft, easy to digest, and filled with enzymes like papain. These enzymes break down inflammation at the source, in both the digestive tract and joints. If you have a sensitive stomach, joint pain after eating, or leg heaviness after meals, papaya can help reset your system gently. It's also packed with vitamin C and beta-carotene, both of which help your body repair tissue and reduce inflammation. Pair 5. Pears, the balance booster. Pears are mild, fiber-rich, and low in sugar. They digest slowly, so they don't trigger sugar spikes. This gives your body a steady release of energy, helping you feel stronger and lighter throughout the day. Pears also contain boron, a trace mineral that's linked to improved bone health, better calcium retention, and reduced joint degeneration in seniors. Think of pears as the smart, supportive fruit that keeps your energy stable and your steps smooth. These 5 fruits don't just taste good. They heal, protect, and fuel the parts of your body that matter most after 60. So while it's important to avoid harmful fruits, it's even more important to know what to eat instead. And that's how you reclaim your strength, not by cutting everything out, but by adding the right things in. We just walked through a truth that most people never hear. You've learned that not all fruits are friendly, especially after 60. You've seen how everyday fruits like pineapple, banana, grapes, and mango can quietly trigger joint pain, inflammation, swelling, and circulation problems that weaken your legs over time. But you've also discovered the heroes: berries, cherries, avocado, papaya, pears, fruits that don't just taste good. They protect your freedom. Why this matters so much. Your legs aren't just your limbs. They're your independence. The ability to walk, to climb stairs, to go outside without help. That's the line between living and just existing. Every step you take is a reflection of your inner health. And the wrong food, no matter how natural or innocent it seems, can slowly chip away at your ability to move, balance, and recover. But here's the good news. You're not stuck. You're not broken. And you're certainly not too late. Aging isn't the end. It's the upgrade. People fear aging like it's a decline, but it's not. Aging is simply a transition, a new phase where your body needs different tools, better fuel, and smarter choices. You've upgraded your phone. You've upgraded your habits. Now it's time to upgrade how you eat. No more following blind health trends. No more assuming that fruit equals health. Because the truth is, it depends on the fruit. The right fruit gives you strength. The wrong fruit takes it away. Bowl with spoon next time you make a fruit bowl. Before you slice up that breakfast fruit salad, ask yourself, will this energize me or will it slow me down? Is this calming my joints or inflaming them? Am I feeding my body or stressing it? Because each bite is a decision to strengthen your legs or weaken them, to fight inflammation or fuel it, to walk freely or rely on support later in life. That's not fear. That's power. Power through awareness. If you made it to this point in the video, that tells me something important about you. You care. You want to stay independent. You're not afraid of learning something new, even if it goes against everything you've been told. And I respect that. You're not just watching videos. You're building a healthier version of yourself, one choice at a time. So if you learned something today, type 1 in the comments. If you're still unsure, type 0. And if you know someone over 60 who struggles with leg pain or joint issues, outbox Cherries, share this video with them. It could change their life. Bell, one last thing. Hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join our growing community of seniors who are taking control of their health one step at a time. Because your legs carry more than your weight. They carry your independence, your freedom, and your future. Let's protect that. Let's walk strong. Let's age powerfully.